The challenges of digital transformation are not only of issue for private enterprise and policymakers, but also for academia. To support research into the digital society, the German government-funded Weizenbaum Institute for the Networked Society was founded in September 2017. dotmagazine spoke to one of the co-founders of the so-called German Internet Institute, Professor Schieferdecker, Director of the Fraunhofer Institute for Open Communication Systems, FOKUS, about the Weizenbaum Institute and education in the digital society.
It's the Weizenbaum Institute for the Network Society. It is a basic research institute. Indeed, it's still a research project, and we want to make it independent in the upcoming years. We do have a kind of 120 employees, of course mainly from research. We address the general topic of sovereignty in the network society, and we look at this topic from the individual, organizational and national or international level, and what it means that the society changes along the digital transformation. And we look at these questions within 6 research areas, within 20 research groups. Every research group has a postdoc and 2 to 3 PhD students plus students, which help making some analytical work or empirical work and so on and so forth. It is established as part of the digital agenda of the German government, and it's unique in its setting and in its funding compared to other internet institutes. So we do not have just law people or political science people or communication people, but all together within interdisciplinary teams. And we also have technical people like me looking how to shape the digital technology so that it fits our principles of democracy or where we want to aim at with respect to the sustainability goals, for example.
The Institute brings together the forces of 11 universities and research institutes, as well as governmental agencies, ethics groups and industry bodies. ECHO, Association of the Internet Industry, is one of the 28 partners in the Weizenbaum network. We asked Professor Schieferdecker what she sees as the potential of collaboration between academia and industry for the development of the digital society.
I think this is heavily needed because science only can open and reflect the options that we have at hand, but bringing that into operation, that is the duty of the industry, I'd say. And as I'm also with Fraunhofer, which is for applied research, I know the chances and the challenges in doing transfer of research results and what it means to bring into reality some main infrastructures for the digital change.
One of the fields of research at the Weizenbaum Institute is digital education. Why is this an important topic, and how is education set to evolve in the next decade?
I think that being educator, I know that how hard it is to make the digital transformation, and again, its potential is understandable to many people. I mean, I'm teaching in computer science and related areas, and those people already have a basic understanding, and it's still hard to discuss about the dramatic changes that I think are in front of us, and what it means to take responsibility for these changes, and what it means to find their own role in this transformation. And I think we need to have this main understanding in almost every area of work and life. I mean, I meet people in public administration which really heavily need this basic understanding. So I want to help that there are more educational offers and educational resources for the broad community that is interested or that needs to know out of their own work what is going to happen and what happened already in the digital change. And now with respect to the question how education gonna change, of course there are the straightforward answers that digitalization itself offers interesting instruments to improve education. I think we have, or many have, overestimated that you just put some digital artifacts and education gets better. That is of course not true. We still, I think, need to find a good balance between the digital online elements of education and to have a good lifelong offer along the educational challenges. But there are other experts that look into that, and I'm confident that they find good solutions.
And finally, what are some of the most pressing areas of research when it comes to digital society?
Well, they are numerous because I'm part of this interesting endeavor with Weizenbaum. I'm in many interesting interdisciplinary discussions, but out of my own research interest, I'm currently very interested in the question how we can use the power of the digital change to achieve the sustainable development goals. I think if you ask for the large societal challenges, then they are well put by the UN. And I think the UN should become more aware of the chances and risks related to the digital change. That is happening out of economic interests, and we need to find a good combination of social interests and ecological interests along this economic view on the digital transformation.